Last night post-stream, I did a little bit of sleuthing just to, like, kind of straighten out some notes for myself, and I accidentally solved a few more fates, purely accidentally. So instead of 30 flat, I'm now up to 36. But, let's see. Who all was I feeling pretty good about by the end of last stream? So in my sleuthing, where is Henry Evans again? Henry Evans is here. So one, I figured out who the surgeon was. That was just like a basic thing that I had overlooked because I hadn't gone back to, like, to a Bitter Cold Part 2 in a minute. And I connected the dots on, like, okay, if that's a surgeon's mate, then the other guy in that room is almost certainly the surgeon. And he is definitely alive. And I'm pretty sure the notes... He escapes in Chapter 9, and I believe he goes to Azores. And the two other people that escape on that boat with him are Emily Jackson. She's one of these two. Because the only 4 women on board are Abigail, her, and her. And I've already identified those ones. So we'll say that for now, this individual is, nope, not on the Canary Isles. On the Azores. And we'll say that Miss Jane Bird is her, and that she is also alive on the Azores. Now, let's see here. Which other ones was I starting to piece together? So I don't think that's quite right. Wait, because Chapter 9, Escape. This is where they start to sail. Like, damn it. Not that. Okay. So we don't really get any word on that. Nothing on that. So we don't get a good clue on where each individual is, or where they're headed to exactly. So based on that, I feel pretty confident that they fled to Azores. I mean, actually, hold on. Let's back out of there, go back to the preface. Accurately, and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. Just that you now find yourself aboard the Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. Next few pages will seem both. Yeah, all will make sense in time. French Office of Affairs in Morocco. So what are our options again in terms of where people eventually ended up? So alive. Maybe he's alive in Europe? Or he might be dying of failing health. I guess I didn't consider that. He might already be dead at this point, but alive in Europe. Alive in Europe. I believe that Davy James was the other one that was on that boat with them. So, escape. Who else was present? Yes, Davy James was the other one that was present, so he is also probably alive. Zorus. I guess in Europe, like it is hard to say where exactly they end up. So that's where the ship is. Like, most likely they probably return to Europe. So let's go ahead, go back here, go back to the crew. Where's Davy? Yeah, there's Davy. We'll say he is alive in Europe for now. So how are we doing on all the people? So Leonid was shot by either wait, where is she? Passenger. So he was shot by either Emily Jackson or Jane Bird. One of those two. So let's check out escape real quick. Where does he die in here? So that's where that corpse is. Let's go ahead and head over there, see what's going on with that. Yeah, that's the body. Okay, so who's the one that shot him? That's her. Okay, so who did I have marked as Jane Bird on here? Let's see, the crew. I had her marked as Jane Bird. So she's probably actually, we'll say that she's Emily Jackson, actually. And that you are Miss Jane Bird. But we still don't quite have anything to go off of in there. Let's see. So Alfred. We know he's definitely dead. I'm guessing he got his leg cut off? It was his arm got cut off. I'll say he got killed by a sword, and I'm gonna guess it was the captain for now. Or no, Wilson. Let's say unknown officer, just to play it safe. Finley Dalton. Yeah, because he's holding on to the goddamn steering wheel, so he's almost certainly the helmsman. Don't know what happened to him. If he disappeared in the Doom, he probably just straight up died. If I had to guess. Philip Dahl. We don't really have any good idea on what happened with Philip. Davy James, he's probably alive in Europe. Still have a whole bunch of top men that we just have no clue on. Leonid, he was shot. Fine, I'll mark it as unknown passenger. Like, I know who the passenger was that did it, I just don't know her name. John Naples, that's a seaman. Abadal Diom, Alexander Booth, George Shirley. So what's the list I got here of numbers that are still not filled out in the slightest? So we got 36, 37, 39, 40, 41, 38, 39. How many here? So we got 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. No 43. So he wasn't in. So I think everything. Where was that? That was chapter 2 of Bitter Cold. There were 22 others present. Charles Minier. Is that still not confirmed at this point? That is still not confirmed at this point. God damn it. I think that's the ship's steward. There's the top man. No clue on him. It's those guys. So identified, identified, identified. Almost positive that's Leonid. No clue on him. What happened to him? He gets spiked by a terrible beast in Unholy Captives. No clue on him. That's a seaman. No clue on him either. So actually, the thing that I hadn't considered is, so let's do that. So most of the people present in that one, majority of people who are present in that are people that are asleep. So who do we have that died? We have Nicholas. I have him marked off here. 56. Henry, he's marked off. 58. Peter O'Hagan, or Patrick O'Hagan. 55, 57. Yeah. So those two are present. Who else is present? Is number 50 present? Not according to what I could see in that scene. 44? No. Not present. 43. It's not present. Then 36 through 41. 39, 40, 41. They were all present. What else is there? Yeah, that's Henry. That's Davies there. There's the captain. There's that guy. That was one of the deaths that I solved off camera. There's that guy getting stabbed. That guy gets stabbed. He probably runs over here, picks up the gun, shoots him. Where else do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Where do we go? Where do we go? Yes, we're in here. So let's look at some of the unidentified people that are present in that scene. So all of them are seamen. Seamen, top man. Is that guy top man? No, he's definitely top man. He's like the only other Russian on board, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, he's the only, yeah. Yes, he is the only other Russian on board that ship, so that's definitely him. He's shot by one of those two ladies. Definitely not Abigail. He either got shot by Emily Jackson or he got shot by Miss Jane Bird. If I could sort out which one of them is which, that would greatly help. So we have Emily Jackson. Who do I have as killing Leonid now? I have Jane Bird. But I don't think that's correct. Yeah, that's not why I picked out. So Emily Jackson does. I don't want to just do blind guesswork on this. So what I want to do now is go here. Let's move backwards a bit. So we have the end. Does anyone disappear in that chapter? No. Alright. I feel pretty confident about those two. Pretty confident that they all disappeared to Europe. If they're not in Europe, then they're in Azores. I can go ahead and try that and see if it works. Alive in Azores. Alive in Azores. I highly doubt it's the case, but just to see. Yeah. And Henry Evans, alive in Azores. Because that's the closest place to where they are at this point, is Azores. They either, or I guess there's Madeira too? They could have gone there. Is that an option? Alive. No, that one is not an option. But that one isn't on the list, it looks like. Because let's do this. Because we have the Canary Isles, and we have Azores. They definitely won't be in Cape Verde. That is too far away at that point. Maybe they're at the Canary Isles? But this seems like it would be, well, I'm looking at the end now. Like this seems like it would be closer to where they are. So to me at least it doesn't make sense that they would go south to that. Especially just coming off of the storm there. It makes more sense to me that they would go either here or there. try the Canary Isles. I don't feel like that's correct. I feel like they're... No, if they're alive anywhere, they're alive in, like, Europe. It does not make sense to me that they went that way. Especially for Henry. Or would he be alive in the East Indies? Because I work for the East India Trading Company. Affairs in Morocco. Adventure and tragedy. Sierra Leone. So what if I switch these? Let's say Emily Jackson is instead her, and Jane Bird is her. Live in Europe. We'll say Jane Bird. Because it's definitely shot by the lady who has a bit of an afro going on there. The poofy curly hair. Poofy curly hair. What is my list here? So we got Cape Verde, East Indies, Europe, Middle East, United Kingdom, and the West Indies. I mean, I guess, actually now I think about it, Henry could be alive in Africa. Yeah, because Morocco. Or, shit, where's Morocco? Is Morocco, like, North Africa or Middle East?
Let me check. North Africa.
North Africa? Okay. So we'll say he's alive in Africa right now. So he's in Africa. Let's see. We'll say you're alive in the United Kingdom. You're alive in the United Kingdom. And where was the you? We'll say you're also alive in the United Kingdom. Okay, so let's go ahead, say that instead this is Emily Jackson, and that you're Jane Bird. That's still not quite correct. Okay. I feel like I'm more on the right track at this point, though. Maybe he's alive in the United Kingdom too? Okay, let's go ahead and look at the crew photo and move off of that. So I know this guy definitely fell overboard. I might not have his identity right, but this guy falls overboard during the doom. This guy gets killed by Nichols. This guy gets clubbed at the end by Witterell. Daddy for you. Got you, got you. You get spiked. You get eaten. You fall overboard. Crushed by rigging. Filled doll. Don't know what happens to him at all. His identity is actually unknown. So top man. What? So you disappear during the doom. Let's bookmark those memories and see what's going on with this guy here. So he's in loose cargo, murder, unholy captives. So we're not looking for soldiers of the sea. Alright, he disappears. So this is probably where he is last seen. So let's go ahead and find this one. So she is up there somewhere. Okay. No, that's not her. Right? She's like on the back of the ship, yeah? No? No? Okay. I guess that's the one I'm looking for. That doesn't seem right, but I'll click on it. Oh yeah, that's not right.
Move quick.
Come on now. Interesting. That is not the one I was looking for. Where did Abigail die? Shit. Oh right, I had to like go in here. There we go. So, who all is in this scene? So this is the last that we see of this guy. He never shows up again. He gets killed with oh, okay. So he gets torn apart by the beast. God. I had never really noticed it before. Okay. So there's him. There's this guy. That's you. Here you are. Okay, so he definitely, I don't know what I would say happens to this guy. Then there's him up here. So wait, which guy is this? That is him. So he... Claude drowned. How would I define what happened to him? Was he crushed? Or did he drown? Something with the beast got him. It's always hard to define exactly. But regardless, he definitely doesn't live. This guy seems like he just disappears, if this is the last chapter that he appears in. But that at least helped clear up a little bit, so that helps. Maybe that's the thing I need to do. I need to go back to the ones that I just have not seen in a hot minute. Let's see, what else have we got here? Don't need to look at that one. It's murder, no. Don't need that. Don't need murder. Not murder.
No murder. No more murder.
Unknown top man was electrocuted. Actually, yeah, let's go to that guy. Because this could help me identify some more of the top men. That's definitely a top man. I guess this guy was probably a top man too. So who all is in here? So we got Leonid. We know he's a top man. Him, that's a top man. This unknown soul, this unknown top man. Top man. We already have that he's a top man. I mean, where is he? I guess he's supposed to be a top man. I'll say that's Timothy. He gives me a Timothy vibe. And he's probably a top man too. So, okay. I think that's one of the other top men right there. But I can't really, doesn't give me any clue on who that is. Henry's in that scene. He's there. Wait, where is he? Okay, there's a shit ton of people there. There's that guy getting struck by lightning. Okay. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, because it is starting to bug me. There's him. Can't get any higher. Oh wait, this guy too. Okay, so that is, you are also a top man. I'm gonna take a wild guess on you and say that. Like, either... Actually, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe that's Lewis Walker. And that's Timothy... Timothy Buttament. Who knows? So you're definitely a top man. Nothing there. Where is part 2? 7 others were present. guy is probably another seaman. But, no, we're looking for part 2 here. Location of the corpse, to my right. This one? No. Actually, yes. That is the one. Alright, so do we have an ID on this guy? Guess that was one of the top men. That guy's probably a seaman. That's Henry. We already know what happened to you. Who's all present in the scene? 7 others. Identified. I mean, this guy's probably a seaman then. Unknown seaman was devoured by a terrible beast. Unknown top man. Who's this? That's the guy that gets electrocuted. No real clues dialogue-wise in there from what I can remember. Actually, let me... Is there any dialogue in this one? No, we don't get any... much of a clue on that guy. Take a sip of water. This is tough. This is a toughie. We've already identified everyone in this one, right? Yep. No, don't quite have an idea on him. The only person I don't have any identity on is this guy. I mean, he's probably a seaman? I'll say... Where does he die? He dies there. They say strange things about monsters. So he probably understands what they're saying, which means that he is probably playing the role of translator. So he might have been one of the top men, actually? That's tough. That is very tough. What other scenes was he present in, actually? Let's clear out the bookmarks again. Oh wait, no. Actually, don't clear out the bookmarks. Because I actually need to check on something real quick. This is why this game is tough, because my I'm at the point now where my brain is just branching off into all these like different possibilities. Where like, wait, there's this and then there's this, but there's this too. Ah shit, there was this also. Oh fuck. Easy now, you're in the way. The squid. Where's my Frenchman? Your mate was torn apart. So I suspect, because if that one guy that I thought was his bosun wasn't him, then this guy's probably actually that, and he got torn apart by the beast. Because the last time you see him is when he's trying to save the bosun, so most likely he's the one that gets torn apart. So I suspect that he's the one. Bookmark them. God, when does this guy even show up at all? So he's in here at some point too. Was he in this one? Where is he in that scene? I have to go back to what's her name, see if I can find that dude. Because I do not remember seeing him. What's that guy? Who's that? That's the gunner. So, he's the one that gets torn apart. I suspect that this is his mate, because he disappears there. It's him. Shit, where? Oh, there he is. Okay, so that guy... eaten? By the beast? Hey! Yeah! There we go. Finally got a few more fates right. Alright, so that's correct. That's correct. Cool. Right. Okay. God, finally. Alright, so let's take a look at that crew list now. See what else I got left in here. Let's see. So, the only Topman at this point, I suspect... See, the thing is, I don't think that's Timothy. I think that's Timothy. That guy looks like a Timothy to me. Don't ask me why, but that guy looks like a Timothy to me. And as for some of these other folks on here, Dave James, so those still don't really have any clue on. I'm guessing they're alive somewhere in the United Kingdom because that's where they are originally from. Where else has this guy been? Bookmark your memories. he probably just disappears sometime during bargain, I bet. Yeah, because he's still alive during this scene. I really need to use the bathroom. I'm going to put on the BRB screen real quick and mute my microphone, and I'll be right back. Alright, and I am back. Switch back over to recording. Alt-tab into here. Okay. Back at it again. Also, thank you while I was gone. DM Irene DB followed. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Who are we looking for at this point? I want to say that at this point the majority of the list I have to fill out here is people that have disappeared in some way or another. So we got this guy we still don't know. Can't say about him. Also can't say about him. So we got 2 there. 2 wayward souls disappeared. We got those answered now. No clue on him. Who's the one that dies here? So the other guy doesn't talk. He talks about a shell. Very dangerous. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. Talks about a shell. Very expensive. So the other guy present, I think, is him. I think that's the guy that's acting as the translator in that scene. This unknown seaman was killed with a sword by Philip Dahl. All's fine, John. Been in worse spots, I think. Where's the rest of his leg? Is John Davies present in this one? So let's see if there's any John that I've identified. Because I don't think there is, which means that this guy is probably John Naples. Feel pretty confident about that one. It's unknown top man. No real clue on him. Also an unknown top man. No use, burn it quick. Nothing in there. Spiked by a terrible beast. So I think I still don't quite have this one answered properly. I suspect that he's the purser, because he comes out of the purser's office from the looks of it during that scene. Where else is he present? He's present in that part. What about in here? He's also present there, so I guess there's a possibility that he's not the purser. Anyways, who do I have bookmarked again? I have that guy bookmarked. That was it. So we don't even have any real clue on when he disappeared, so I feel like trying to bookmark him is a little bit of a moot effort. That guy, no clue. I feel pretty confident that's supposed to be Timothy Budamont. He definitely got torn apart by a beast. That guy fell overboard for sure. Unknown seaman, unknown soul. Unknown top man was crushed by a terrible beast. Till you leave the ship and return the book to me. What else do we got here? Do we know everyone in this scene? Yes, we know everyone in this scene, so we don't have to worry about that at all. That's definitely Henry there. Have identities on those ones. I think that's Lewis Walker. Wait, let me... the Oberdining is going, Sasquatchless. I've solved a few more since last night, so I'm at least making progress. At this point, I'm mostly tying up loose ends, I think. Like, the majority of identities or fates I have to solve are people who've, like, disappeared at this point. I'm trying to think. Yes. What about this part? Kick it in. Let's break it down. Okay, we don't have anything on dialogue. Yeah, no dialogue on that either. So we don't really have a good idea on which guy this is. 14 memories. Let's bookmark that guy. How's your day going, Sasquatchless? Hoping everything's treating you well. Let's see. So he's in this scene. Don't know where exactly. Soldiers of the Sea, he's here. The Doom. He's in this scene somewhere. I should look through the dialogue here. Nothing on that one. Which one's this? He's on the gun deck somewhere. Where's my way out of the scene? There it is. There's my way out. I need a way out. Help me. Help me, I need a way out. Alright. don't have any of the sleeping bags up at this point, right? Yeah. So wait, where is the corpse there? Doom part 3, so behind me. This one is what I'm looking for. Okay. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. So 45 is still alive at this point. Let's actually use this as an opportunity to analyze some of these. So 41. This is during the Doom. So, chapter 7, alive. 45 is alive. What was the other one? 41 is alive. No word on that one. Whoever X is alive, but I think that's the guy that's gonna get crushed by the cannon there. I think that's all I really got for sleeping bags. Which that's unfortunate. Yeah. That's all it really gives me on that front. And didn't really give me any clue on that other guy, so cool beans. Let's see here. He's present in there. This is where this guy gets snatched off by the beast. He's one of the seamen that's still left. So he's probably either... I think he's probably John Wales, Alexander Booth, or Shirley. Oh! Haha! Shot in the dark. That's how I like to see. That was John. Okay. And that was Lewis Walker. Okay. Alright. A little more than than 2/3 of the way through at this point. So gosh, who else do I have left then? So we still got like the majority of the top men still. There's that nice little chunk in there that we don't have any solution on. Who's the one other person that I thought was a top man, or seaman? So we got him. And we got this guy, so no, he got spiked. But he's probably Alexander Booth. This is probably Hamadal Diom, Sierra Leone. Are there any other seamen that I have not marked? So I got the steward, that guy. I don't think so. There's our top man. Unknown on that guy. Lawson. That guy we still have no clue on. Third mate, first mate. I think that's supposed to be the fourth mate steward. Now that I look at it, actually. No, this is probably actually the fourth mate steward. Because if you look at their uniforms, all these dudes that I've positively identified are all stewards. So I think that's a pretty safe assumption to make, because he's more or less dressed in exactly the same. What's up? Oh, you want headphones?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I got you. The good ones?
Oh, sure.
Here you go.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh god. Don't lose my notepad. I need my notes.
Oh no, your notes.
But yeah, I think those are the only two seamen that I have on here that I haven't really identified quite. So it's this guy. So either this is Alexander Booth and Habadin Diom, or vice versa. One of those two. Can't really say for sure. What else do we have here? Wait, crew list. So we still have the bit of mystery about who shot Leonid Volkov. It was one of the two women that we haven't identified, so it's either Emily Jackson or Jane Bird. I'm gonna just keep switching this back and forth until I get it right. So we'll say that... Oh wait. Yeah. Because... That's right. I mean... Could keep going back to the... Alive in the Azores, but I still don't feel like that's right. I keep changing my mind on that, and I don't think it's helping at all. Philip Dahl. Where's he? Okay, so we still don't have any clue on what happened with him, so probably find that out in the bargain. Actually, yeah, let me... That's what I should do at this point. So, Martin. So, the bargain. Let me jot down the bargain and all the people whose fates are basically entirely unknown at this point until I unlock that. So we got Martin. Martin is completely unknown. Doesn't disappear, don't have anything of that nature. You know where he disappears at. We know where these two disappear. This guy, his fate is unknown until the bargain, so that's Philip Dahl. Davy James. That guy gets spiked. That guy gets torn apart, definitely. He gets shot and killed. Fell overboard, spiked. Thing is, I don't know how to describe what happened to this guy. He was on a ship that gets capsized. Or maybe we'll just say devoured by a terrible beast. Aside from that, these guys are all top men. Who is who at this point? Thought doll, no clue what happened to him. Zungisati, no clue. Duncan McKay. Who would be the purser on this ship? What is that again? What's the glossary? Purser. Administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for crew. Okay. So anytime that cargo is being moved around, that's probably him ordering it around. So let's go to Unholy Captives. Is this what is going on? Let this out and take it below. Yeah, let's check on this scene. Who all is present in here that we haven't identified? So we got those guys, him. Okay, so we don't really have anything in there that gives us any clue. Oh, I need to hold on. I don't need any bookmarks on that guy anymore. Let's go to loose cargo. That might give me a clue, actually. So who haven't I identified here, really? No one in this scene that I haven't identified, huh? Interesting. Loose cargo. No other different people. Yeah. Huh. So that doesn't necessarily help me in that case. Top man, seaman. Top man, unknown for him. I mean, he's in Africa. Still have no clue on what happened with him. Who else is present in this scene that I haven't identified? Got all the midshipmen. We got Henry there. Okay, so nothing on that. We know what's going on in that scene. I would just argue there's too much going on there to really say anything. Yeah, that's not gonna really give me much in the way of clues. So we got that guy, those two. I already got the solution on him. Helmsman. Nothing there. Calling. This unknown soul was speared by a terrible beast. He's the only person I really got no good clue to work off of in terms of his identity. like, most likely he was there acting as a translator for the Formosan royalty. Because he's the one that translates right before he dies. So I'm guessing he's probably one of the Chinese top men here? We don't give much of a clue to work off of. What's the dialogue in that scene? Keep course due east, reach the Canaries in 3 days. You must fall into the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down. Say strange things about monsters. Is there any dialogue in here that really gives us a clue? You best push off over here. Slack the lifts and lower the boats. The whole crew will be on us. No, that doesn't really help. So he's, at the very least, he's probably one of the other unknown top men. I need to look through the crew list and see. So, how many top men at this point do I have unidentified? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I mean, technically 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 unidentified top men. So we got 7 unidentified top men at this point. This guy doesn't count because I'm almost positive that that's him. Like, there's basically nothing else disproving it at this point, that is the Onion. So I feel confident about that. We definitely have these two correct, because that's confirmed now. So we back out of that. And now we look at this sketch and see who I have marked as top men that are unsure. Wait, how many of them? Shit. I'm bad at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh, okay. So it was 7. Got it. So we got 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So at the very least, numbers-wise, everything is actually checking out pretty smoothly. So we know we got him. And let's go ahead and head back to, which scene is it? It is Unholy Captives? No, it's not Unholy. It is Soldiers of the Sea Part 1. That's where the guy gets electrocuted. So yeah, here we have a bunch of the top men. Him. I mean, he's probably... Oh, hey! Okay, good. Who else have I gotten correct at this point then? Okay, so Henry Evans is alive in Africa. Omid Ghoul fell overboard to his death. Okay, so I have the women sorted out right at this point. So it's definitely Emily Jackson is the one with the curly hair. Cool. Cool beans. Were you wanting to start on food anytime soon, hun? Were you wanting to... How are you feeling for lunch at this point?
I should probably eat something.
Okay. Then I'll probably just play a bit longer until food's ready to go then.
Alright, I'll start that up in a sec here.
Okay. Take your time. Okay, so... Let's see. So at this point, let's go ahead and say that she is alive in Europe. And she is alive in Europe. And I guess say the same for, oh shit, who's the other guy? Q, we're looking, let's go to the end, move back. Oh right, not, God, I'm terrible at this. Actually, who would this guy be at this point? Because we have all the possible identities filled out for top men. So he's either Zungisati or Duncan McKay. Let's say Duncan McKay first. And I forgot, these two would be United Kingdom. Like that. Maybe that's Sangisati? So let's look at that photo and see who he's next to there. Is that correct? Actually, that's tough. Because now that I look at it, this guy is dressed pretty similarly. So it could go either way. This guy could be the purser or the mate. That is very tough. So who are our uncertainties at this point? We got this guy here who falls overboard. So wait, let's... Oh god, don't bump the mic. Jay, please don't bump the mic. Okay, so we only have 15 more that are completely unsolved. And out of them, at the very least 2 of them, I just, like, cannot put any, put anything on. Both Philip and Martin, there's just no true last sighting for me yet. So one of these guys is the one that gets electrocuted. Really the best way to go about it at this point, I guess, would just be, like, going down the list. We'll say Huang Li was electrocuted. I might have gotten this reversed. That might be... And this is, we'll say that's Alexander Booth. Haha! Okay, so, again, accidental racism. Thanks, Oberdin, for making me accidentally racist. guessed right on that thing, though, so happy about that. Okay. So, now let's look at this list again. Alright, so we got all that filled out. All the seamen are completely sorted out. All taken care of. So now we just have some of the other... Just have a few more top men to sort out. We have to figure out where those two disappear to. At this point, actually, let's look through this picture, see if we can find the people that we just don't have any clue on where they are in this. So that guy definitely got speared. That guy got spiked. Martin, we got nothing. This guy... Yes, he disappeared. Okay, so we got an answer on him. Got everything on him. Everything on him. So I think the only two at this point that we don't have any sighting on, any last sighting on are, what's his name? Are this guy here and, where is he? This guy here. Those are the only two that seem to have just completely disappeared. Which means I don't get any kind of clue on them until I go into the bargain. And I really need to stop bumping the microphone cord. Which means that something happened to this guy. I don't know who he is, but he's someone on this list. Yeah, I suspect that that's him. I mean, that's kind of like the only other person that I haven't really assigned anything to. So that might be Zungisati. Oh wait, if that is... Where does he disappear? He's one of the three that... Yes, so he also got devoured by a terrible beast. Eaten. Beast. Crushed by a terrible beast. So this is one of the top men that I haven't identified at this point. I'm just gonna cycle through this. Okay, nothing. So we got positive IDs on those. Okay, so still nothing really. At this point, actually, where's the tattoo guy? Crew. Yeah, we still don't have a positive ID on this. He's one of the last top men left. Is he Maba? I'm trying to think, what other top men are left that we haven't ID'd? So we got him. Or, no. Say he's unknown top men. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, think we only have 4 non-identified at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 unidentified topmen at this point, actually. Wait, so who all do I have on here? Wait, so actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so who's one of the other ones? So we got him, we got these two here. Yeah, we got those two here, we got him, and him. Is that Mappa? No, that's probably not Mappa, that's... If he's acting as a translator... Because we really don't get any clues on their names. Is that Mappa? Is that Mappa? Who's Mappa? Who's on third? Shit. I'm officially at the point where I'm kind of just bullshitting. We'll say that is Timothy, and that you're Maba. Maba is you. Let's play the guessing game, where I guess all the peeps. And haha. It eventually starts working out, you know. Okay, so that's Li Hong. That's Maba. That's Wei Li. And then I think by process of elimination, the other two top men that I have, because one of them I still don't. Yeah, so this is either... So yeah, I think those two are... might be right. Let's try switching them around. Let's say you're Timothy Bodabont and you're... She's saying... Or no. I meant to do it the other way. Damn it. Come on. Say you're Timothy Bodabont. And you're... She's saying... So who all am I missing at this point? So yeah, we got Jizeng, Timothy Bodamont, Philip Dahl, completely unknown. Davy James, Duncan McKay. So these are the ones that I'm still kind of flipped around on. What if you say he's Duncan McKay and Davy James is this guy who got spiked by a terrible beast. And then what if we say this guy is actually Zungisati? Hmm. Yeah, because what scene is... What are the scenes this guy is in? Bookmark memories. No. No speaking in that one. Nothing in that one. No. Okay, so... He's not in any of those. Could have sworn he was in... So yeah, I guess we really don't have any strong clue on that guy. So, Timothy Beaumont. I mean, it could just be reversed, but, bookmark his memories. Where else does that guy show up? So he's there, and he's in here, and that's it. Well, that doesn't necessarily help. He speaks English. I guess we can assume that that's probably him. Martin Perot, Duncan McKay. I suspect that that guy's Duncan McKay. Like, he comes out of the purser's office, so, like, it, like, makes the most sense that that would be him. We got these all sorted out, right? Yeah. So those two are definitely correct. The answer is, where are they, though? Because if they're not there, maybe they're in Africa? Okay. Yeah, I guess those two are probably in Africa with what's his name? Okay, that's correct. That is Timothy Beaumont. Okay. And that's Ji Zhang. Cool. So we got that. Let's go back here. So that means Miss Jane Bird, I guess, is also alive in Africa? And then, who was the other one I thought was alive? So we have Miss Jane Bird. Henry Evans is alive in Africa. You're alive in Africa. You're alive in Africa. Is it Davy James, I guess? Who is Davy James? You. You're Davy James. Let's say you're alive in Africa? Yeah? Okay. 2 more fates correct. Only 2? So Davy James, Miss Jane Bird, okay, so we got those. Who else is even left at this point? Okay. So let's say this is reversed. That's not Duncan McKay. Let's say that's Duncan McKay. you are Zungisati. Because who's... I think out of everyone I have left, the only one... Yeah, those are the only two that, like, have a clear death to them. Yeah, it's either that way or the other way. Spiked by a terrible beast. That's how he dies, right? And you see him in here. Yeah, that's where that guy gets spiked. I feel like that's all I got at this point. This guy's definitely Philip. That's definitely Martin there. Where does he disappear? He disappears in the Doom. Torn apart by a terrible beast, devoured by a terrible beast. Fell overboard to his death, fell overboard to his death. Maybe this guy fell overboard to his death, and that's what happened? Let's say that instead this guy is actually Duncan McKay. And the other guy is Zungisati. No? I almost got this. I know where that guy dies. He definitely gets spiked. Say that's Duncan McKay. Zungisati is this guy. Did he fall overboard to his death, or did he get devoured? Or did he get drowned by a beast? No, because I'm pretty sure he's on the ship that gets capsized. So he gets eaten. Devoured by a terrible beast. What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm mildly frustrated at this point. This might be the time that I finally look up an answer here, because I went so long without just straight up cheating. Duncan McKay. Okay. So definitely that. Zungisati is definitely this guy. That is definitely how he died. He got spiked. So the question is, how do we parse out this guy died? Because he disappears in the Doom. Like the last time, let's go in here. Let's bookmark this man. When is the last time he's seen? He's the last seen on that scene. So let's get up to the deck and check out what's going on with them. So we're looking for this guy. This is the last time that Duncan McKay is seen. And I'm pretty sure Duncan is like here. Like he is one of these people falling out that boat. Because let's go ahead and look at all these. There's him. There's you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 others are present. So the only person at this point who is not identified is this guy. And according to here, these two guys also got devoured by the beast. So like that's how he died. That has to be how he died. Like, was he drowned? Was he drowned by the terrible beast? Was he crushed by the terrible beast? Was he... I mean, I've already said eaten. What else could it possibly be? Torn apart by the beast? What about fell overboard to his death? Honestly, I might just look up this answer too. Like, I feel like I am at the point that I can do just the slightest bit of cheating, because I've gotten pretty much everything else. Drowned by a kraken. Okay, so he did get drowned by the beast. Does that mean I don't have a Zungi Sadhi's thing right? I'm pretty sure this guy gets spiked. I do not see him go out any other way. Soldiers of the Sea. So we're looking at the one. We're looking at this one. So you are... This is the Orlop deck. Let's head down. Let's head on in, see what's going on. See what's going on in the ghost ship. What's going down in the ghost ship? What's up in this little ghost ship? What happened to that guy? You. That's who we're looking at. Okay. So we got him.
I've got you. Don't move. I'll get you down.
I guess maybe he didn't get spiked? I have to go back one more chapter, I guess, to see. Oh my god. Don't get stuck on the weird spider thing. Please. So which is the one right before it? It is this guy here, I'm pretty sure. So... No, yeah, he definitely gets spiked.
Food is on.
Food Food is on? Okay. Well, if food is on, I guess that means we go ahead and bounce for now.